Hey guys, welcome back. Joe's wearing a new shirt. I'm wearing an old. No, I'm just
Got the same stuff on as he had last week.
All right, ready? Oh, are we? All right, good.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about voting and why I've decided and why Joe decided many moons ago,
A long time ago.
not to vote.
It's,
Right?
it's a popularity contest to pick a master. It's not a competency test. It's not an intelligence test. It's not a skills test. It's a popularity contest.
But I think they already know who's going to be president before it even happens.
Well, maybe the people that run everything do, but I don't think they tell the people that are running. I think they're actually trying to. I think they know that their leaders are going to decide which one of them.
Yeah.
But I think the people that are running don't know.
And we talked about on the last episode a little bit, we just hit on it, is it don't matter who wins because
they're both bought.
They're all bought.
Well, not Lucy wasn't bought.
If you win, or if you're the chosen one, you've been bought.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can run all day long.
Somebody that's good, like Lucy, can't get in.
And
You're not going to get in.
And they've made it where you can't.
Yeah.
You just can't.
And having been in the Libertarian Party and participated, you got to jump through a lot of hoops to even run. And if in your party, just running your party, if you don't have all the proper paperwork and all that, they just shut you down. So, and these other, the Democrat and Republican parties, they have a team of people doing their stuff for them, but also they get funds and whatever else, but and they're more lax on their rules because it's like the Libertarians in Indiana, the way you have to, you're not even a party unless you can maintain a certain number of votes for I think it's the Attorney General. Who's ever running for the Attorney General. So every year, the Libertarians have to run somebody for that spot. And in that spot, they have to get a certain percentage of the votes. Otherwise, you're not a party anymore. So all the Libertarians' focus, their main focus is running somebody in that spot and making sure they get enough votes so that they can maintain being a party, period.
Do you believe there's people out there who think, and I think
there's some people think.
No.
Not a lot, but some people out there do think, I heard of them anyway,
I think a lot of people think, hey, I'm going to run. People just say, okay, I'm going to run for this office, and I'm not going to be part of a party.
Yeah. I know there's a bunch of tiny parties that, the Green Party, the Constitutional Party, But
don't you have to have a certain amount to be a party?
Well, I mean, unofficial party. Because what is a party? Because you can run independently, right? We can be a party right here. Just us. You know what? We're all gonna pick one of us that's gonna run, and we will all support you. That's a party.
All right.
So it doesn't have to be official, but to be on the ballot, you got to jump through some hoops and stuff. Somehow that you can still either they can do write-ins, and some of these people, because they can't get on the ballot. You know what? Just us 10 people right here. We're we're gonna all vote for. We're gonna pick one of us, and all we're gonna. That's a party. We're not on the ballot, so we're all gonna write this name in.
Does it take money to get on a ballot?
Well, I don't think you have to pay, but you have to meet their criteria. Like I said, you have to run somebody for, in Indiana, I think it's at the Attorney General. You have to run somebody for that spot. And every state's a little bit different, you know. But in Indiana, I think it's the Attorney General. You have to run somebody in that spot, and you got to get like 3% of the votes. And then now you can be on the ballot the next time.
No.
But other than that, you can't.
Oh, let's go to federal.
You have to do write-ins.
Let's go to federal.
Yeah.
It's called in our nation, it's called a two-party system.
No, that's called two-party, but they're both in the same party. And they're both on the left.
But why is it only a two-party system because a libertarian hasn't gotten elected somewhere? Or
no,
I don't understand why it's called a two-party system. Why ain't it a three-party system?
Because they don't want it to be.
But
there are other parties in there, but we're not even going to mention them. We're not going to mention them, and then people won't even realize they're there. Most people don't even know they're there. You know.
So it's not a two-party system, but it is a two-party. I don't get.
Well,
try to explain that to me.
Yeah, I mean they.
Is there a libertarian in Congress?
Well, I think.
Or are you forced to run Democrat? Or
no,
Republican?
There always was, but I think somebody switched once they were already in there. I think it's with that Justin Amash, maybe it was. I think he switched to Libertarian. So now there's a Libertarian in there. But nobody got voted in that I know of.
Now, Jesse Ventura, he got voted in as governor of Minnesota as a libertarian, correct?
I don't remember.
Can you guys look that up? Was he a libertarian?
I know he said he was a libertarian. I don't know if he. I think he did get voted in as that, you know. But
it's confusing to me because how many parties are in Canada?
Oh, I mean, you look at some places they're multiple parties, you know. But
what's the downside to it, and what's the upside to it?
Well, you know, I would think
because once again, it's just a popularity contest,
and they're all, I'm sure they're all controlled, you know. You know, but you know, I think it's like a lot of stuff. It's to give you the illusion that
you're making a choice.
Yeah, and it's also to give you the illusion. You know, if every country in the world only had two parties and they were both Democrat and Republicans, like, well, how did that work out to the entire world? So it's giving you the illusion that things aren't controlled. Well, because look, it's different over there. It just evolved that way here, you know.
Because the first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
What we had before that, the Whig Party?
Yeah.
And what are some other parties we've had in this country?
I don't remember.
I know the Whig.
Yeah.
And I think that was the transgender party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys figured that out?
Has voted Libertarian for the Reform Party in 1998.
I'm not hearing what you're saying. The Reform Party in 1998. Yeah, we got to get a new mic for in there, guys.
Yeah, we got to get a new mic. This one's no.
Yeah, this one's used up.
Yeah.
So the reason I don't, well, I'll go into why I have decided I'm done voting is I realize none of them care about me. Now, if somebody comes out,
Yeah.
if somebody comes out and, but here's the problem. You can promise all you want when you're running. It's once you get in, what do you do? And it never has my interest in mind.
And you know, the thing of it is they don't care who you vote for. They care that you vote. Imagine if nobody voted.
Well,
or even just a few people voted. But like, you know what? I didn't vote for that guy. When you vote, you give them consent.
your mom said something interesting to me years ago. At the time, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But now, as I'm getting older, I'm like, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. What if they put on the ballot, none of the above? Start over. Give me another choice.
Yeah.
Because I don't like neither one of these guys.
Did you ever see the shirt I wear? It says there's Democrat, Republican, and there's little boxes of Democrat, Republican, and neither. No, it says I'm sick of both. I'm sick of both. And that there's a little red check box. I get so many guys like, I like that shirt. You know,
well, I think most
I'm
Americans,
sick of both.
and here's the thing, I say I think most Americans because then I think most Americans now think like me. But when I thought like I did when I was on the mega train, everybody thinks like me.
Yeah.
And I believe the progressives think, you know what? Everybody thinks like me because them are the people you hang out with. Them are the people you talk to.
That's what they call your echo chamber.
You
say something that echoes back to you because it's everybody believes the same thing.
And you reaffirm yourself by talking to these people and go, yeah. I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right. And I don't think anybody just stands back and just looks. Okay, let them talk, but keep your eyes open, listen to what they're saying, but look around you. It's just like the flat earth thing. I mean, let them talk to me, but what I'm seeing ain't matching what you're telling me.
1984, George Orwell. In the end, the party will try to convince you, don't believe your eyes and your ears.
Yep.
Believe what we tell you. You
know, no different than with COVID. They said, don't do your own research.
Oh, yeah. You're a fool if you look into it yourself. You need to believe what we tell you.
Believe the science. And Dr. Fauci was the science. But don't look at what Dr. Fauci has done in the past and killed tons of people with this.
Look at the information we place in front of you.
Yeah, and that's it. Don't look at anything else.
Don't go beyond that. It's not, though they say what you need to know. Why? How about I decide what I need to know?
Exactly.
Everything you need to know. I don't know, but
and
I disagree with that,
And that's what got me off the Trump train because it was.
I thought you were booted off. Get off the train. We don't want you on this train anymore.
Well, I know I'm offending people and I understand what they're thinking because my thought process is the same. But I stand back and go, wait a minute. You run on the Epstein thing is what got me, man.
Yeah.
And no, he could never do this. He would have never have done. I don't know Donald Trump. I don't know him. But when I see videos of him and out with Epstein, what, that's a hoax? I mean, what do you mean it's a hoax?
I think it's all a big movie.
Well, he stands there and says, oh, this Democratic hoax. And we talked about it on a few podcasts earlier, but it's not a hoax when you have pictures, emails.
But that might not be what he's talking about. You don't know what he's talking about.
So now you're a Trump guy.
I am I don't believe anything guy. If they're trying to convince you of something, I'm against it. It's like I'm skeptical of everything I see. you know?
Here's how my mind is working is the Democrats finally came out and said, okay, you want them Epstein files out? They knew them files were going to be blacked out. Because they knew, hey, you're in them too.
Or they were involved in the committee and they got some stuff swapped out. It's like, well, take my name out of there, put his in there, you know, or who knows? Because they control everything. And I'm not just talking about Democrats. I'm talking about all politicians.
And that's what I got to stop saying is parties, because
it's a party. The left wing and the right wing are on the same bird. And they're all going the same direction. Yep. You know, and it's not good for us where they're going.
Yep. And I believe the right now just gives the illusion. I mean, I look at Ted Cruz and he was like, oh, we need a regime change in Iran. Well, what do you know about Iran? Yeah. Well, I don't know nothing about Iran. Except for what Israel tells me.
Yeah.
You know, dude. Yeah.
Right.
You're carrying water for somebody because of what they told you.
Or what they paid you.
What they paid you.
Or what they're holding over you.
And that's all the Epstein was.
Yeah.
I was listening to Matt Gaetz on an interview, and he said that we were in Iraq and we had all these countries that were allied with us. What Jeffrey Epstein was, he worked for all intelligence agencies. So what we had to do was blackmail all these people so they would stay behind
the
us.
Top guy.
No.
It's like you said he worked for. He was an employee.
Yes. And it was for this, and like I said on the podcast, a few podcasts before, I believe, this ain't a one country thing. This ain't just a U.S. thing or Trump or all these other creeps and
it's Earth.
It is. It's Earth. Every country. He worked for MI6. He worked for Mossad. He worked for Saudi. He worked for the KGB. It's
EIEIO.
Yeah.
McDonald. You know.
And
I don't know where that came from.
It don't matter. We expect it.
Yeah.
I
didn't. It just comes out sometimes, you know.
I expect.
It's like, how do I put that back in? It's like it blurted out, you know. Yeah. I remember this one time I was at the fair, and there's all these two girls. I knew the one, you know, and she was talking about shooting pool or something. I said, oh, you shoot pool. She goes, oh, I suck. I said, that's not what I asked. I said, if you shoot pool. And her friend just bust up laughing. I was like, I wish I wouldn't have said that. I was expecting a slap coming. And then she started yelling. I'm like, she started laughing. I'm like, oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was like, I can't put that back in. It came out. I'm sorry.
I've done that several times on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
probably jerking you off.
Yeah, that was the biggest one.
Yeah. Like,
that was the problem. Letting secrets out.
Take that. I can't take that back.
But I don't. It's like tribalism. It don't matter, dude. It's like they can shit on you. But because you support them, well, this shit on me's good. It keeps me from getting sunburned.
It's a team sport.
And
like when you watch, you know, if you're into, you know, baseball and you're talking about the Bears, you know. Oh, no, I know that's football.
Yeah.
But no, so your team, it's like it was a bad call. It's like, oh yeah, but you know the other team did. You make excuses because it's your team, you know, and you can support your team, good or bad. The bad things you cover up for, the good things you're shouting for, but it's your team. And it's the same thing about it. Politics is a sports team. It's a team sport.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm on the red team. I'm on the blue team. You know, so,
no matter what, though.
Yeah,
it's like no matter.
It's like
what.
You got to. Some really bad stuff you have to try and explain away.
Well,
You know?
People aren't even like, the divorce rate wouldn't be over 50% if people were like that with their own lives.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But they're like that with their politics.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous as well. No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter how many people they kill, no matter how they spend your money,
I got to make some kind of excuse so that my guy
don't
is not the
look
bad
bad.
guy.
And why? And I
Because
just
when I
learned-
voted, he promised to give me a cookie. You know?
well, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I'm not guilty of it," because I'm obviously guilty of it. When I started this podcast, it was supposed to be right against left, and or not left, but different.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with you because I still think you're kooky.
Oh, really?
But it has to do with me just opening my own eyes and looking and going, wait a minute. Okay.
But you know, when you say right against left, most people think left, Democrat, right, Republican. But they're both on the left.
Oh,
You know, because what we're taught the political spectrum is it's not what it is.
well, and it shifted over the years.
But the way they say that, okay, the left is you know, they want to control you financially and but be freedom for socially. The right, they want to control you socially, but give you freedom financially. But so what they do is the left is in control for a while and they take away finances. The right's in control for a while and they take social issues away. You know? So, and they just keep going back and forth, taking stuff away until there's nothing left. You know?
And it goes, I totally get that because
the true spectrum is all the way on the left is total, it's totalitarian. It's complete control. On the right is anarchy. And people misunderstand the word anarchy too, because and that's done intentionally. If you look up the word anarchy is chaos caused by not enough government. Oh, no, they're giving you what they believe is going to happen, not what it actually is. Anarchy. Like you think of the word monarchy. What's a monarchy? That's one leader. Oligarchy. That's a few leaders. Anarchy. Means none. So it means no, well, not leaders, but rulers. Now, monarchy is the one ruler. It's a king. So anarchy is no rulers. You know, there's nobody that rules over us. In a Republican form of government is anarchy because the people are sovereign, not the government.
And here's the thing: people will be like, "You mean no one to tell us
we
what
have to have
do?"
somebody tell us what to do. Yeah,
folks, we've said it before. I've heard Joe say it. He's heard me say it. Freedom is dangerous. Freedom is dangerous. But here's the thing. You're not free because you're scared to be free. Joe has a story about his daughter. And I'll never forget this story.
I won't either.
And it is such dude, it encapsulates how fearful we are not to have a boss man above us keeping us in line.
The one you're talking about, the crib one?
Yes.
That's an amazing story.
Tell that story so people can understand.
So my daughter, when she was little, she lived in a crib like everybody does. You know, you put her in bed and you get the two sides and she's enclosed. And you know, my wife, and then as she gets bigger, you move the bed part down so the walls are higher. And I thought, my wife says, okay, it's about time that we take one of the sides down. And I'm thinking, oh boy, I'm gonna be chasing her around the house all night, putting her back in bed. you know, because she could be like, "Woo, I'm free! You took the side down. I can go run now. I don't have to lay here all night. I can just get up and run around the house." That didn't happen at all, and it shocked me. We took the side down. She was afraid because it's not that the sides were keeping her in. It was keeping things out. It was protecting her. This box around her was protecting her. So when you take away, and it was like, and I think of the left side of the crib and the right side of the crib. You know, you got the Republicans here and the Democrats. You take one of them down, it's like, oh, what do I do now? You know, I'm afraid. And there was a guy at work, and I was telling he was complaining about there being a libertarian party. You don't need that part. I said, yeah, you'd probably like the Republicans to go away too. I said, no, we need two sides. And then I thought about the crib. I'm like, oh, you're afraid to take one of the sides down. No, if we only had one side, you know, then they could control us. But if we have two sides, and I'm just like, wow, that's the crib story right there. Yeah, that shows that's the way people are. You can't take one of the sides down because we could be harmed. It's not that they're you take one down, you're going to be free. No, it's we need them to protect us.
And you're conditioned to stay in the state that you are because the wall comes down. You're not going to.
And I got another story for that too.
Go with it.
There was a good friend of mine was in the Marines, and after in basic training, it's boot camp. You don't move unless you're told to. And when you're told, you do move, you know?
And you don't walk.
Oh, yeah. You don't do anything without being told. So after basic training was over, they get in the bus and they take them up to the airport. And everything you do, you get in formation before you're released. And they get in formation, they form up. And they, hey, first squad, all present accounted for, second squad, present accounted for, third, fourth. Dismissed. And the drill sergeant walks off. Because they were there to get on their planes and go home. And they stood there and looked around at each other. And he said they stood there for a few minutes. It's like, well, the drill sergeant's gone. I mean, he's not coming back. But what do? We can't leave formation. We weren't told to. We weren't told we can leave. And they all stood there in the middle of the airport. He said, but finally, he goes, one guy's like, he's kept looking at this cigarette machine because you're not allowed to smoke in basic training. I was like, oh man, you want them cigarettes. And finally he walked away and he put some money in. And I was like, well, he just walked out of formation,
First of all.
And so they slowly start drifting away, but it was like, because they weren't allowed to do anything till they were told to.
Our younger viewers, what's a cigarette?
Yeah. It manufactures cigarettes. Yeah. You put your ID in there and make sure you're old enough, and then you need to get the.
No, they used to make cigarette machines like they have, like
a candy bar machine.
Like a candy bar machine.
Yeah.
You put in your money, you pulled this lever, and a pack of smokes came out.
Yeah.
So, and it was funny because you put change in.
Yeah, coins
to get your pack.
You put your $50 bill in there, and you get a pack, Yeah.
No, but freedom's dangerous, and I believe
Ben Franklin said, "I prefer the problems of too much freedom over too few of a degree of it."
Or what do you say about security?
Oh, those that would give up liberty for a bit of temporary security deserve neither.
And the Second Amendment is what's put there to
protect the First Amendment.
Well, to protect all of them.
Oh, yeah.
It gives all the amendment teeth. Without that Second Amendment, none of our rights.
And something else too with the government does, and I've been learning this so much lately with a lot of stuff. They'll take a word or something, and they'll change the definition of it so they can use it, and you get used to using it. And it's in the Constitution, you have a right to bear arms. well, we'll control your firearms, which is not arms. It's something different than arms. It's firearms, and we can control those. You know.
Well, here's what really pisses me off. I hear people like AOC, just people that have, well, most people in Congress, they have no idea about any firearms or arms.
Yeah.
And they say it was written for hunting.
Oh yeah.
When it was written, if you didn't hunt, you didn't eat.
Yeah.
So,
well, you think about this. When it was written, they just finished a revolution where they were
exactly
trying to get squashed by another country, a tyrant. You know.
So Benjamin, and this is we're going to finish up with.
In fact, they said even though that you have to not only you have a right to bear arms, but you should be have enough arms and ammunition case the tyrants try to take you over. So something else I think is funny is when you look at these. You ever see those videos where they go out and talk to people about the right to bear arms and stuff like that, and you get some of these anti-gun people say, "Oh yeah, nobody would even use a AR-15 because if you shot a deer with that, it would be like you'd turn it into hamburger. You couldn't even use the meat afterwards, Or
it's a 223 round.
Yeah. So I heard somebody say, "Well, you don't even need a 22 caliber shotgun." It's like what? Some of these people don't even know what they're talking about. It's hilarious to watch some of this.
And we learned that one of our most powerful rounds in our hunting rifles won't even go through a deer.
But so there's places because AR-15 that's a 22 round. It's a 223.
Yeah.
And they don't even know what 223 is. But there are places.
Please explain how small this round is. I mean,
but Mike knows about small.
Yes. Explain. I do.
It's so small.
A 22 is 0.22
inches. Yeah.
Around.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's diameter.
Diameter.
Yeah.
Oh, from one side to the other.
Yeah.
A 223 is 0.223.
Yeah.
So it's 0.003 inches bigger than a 22 long rifle.
Yeah. But there's places too where you're not allowed to use a AR-15 for hunting because you'll just poke a hole in the deer and it'll run off and suffer. Because they'd be like, "Ow!"
Yeah,
caught away. That guy just shot me. Like, that's gonna hurt for a few days. It's that's how
they don't.
Yeah,
they have no clue.
But Charlie Kirk was shot with a
that's what 30-06. That won't even go through a deer.
Oh no, 30. Yeah, 30. That would blow his head would have fallen off.
Yeah,
it's like so he was shot with a 30-06.
Yeah, he was. BB gun.
Yeah.
We'll end on this. We were asked, or Benjamin Franklin, I believe, was asked after we had our first
war.
Well, congressional thing. And somebody came up to him and asked him, what kind of government do we have?
Right.
And what was his response?
It was a republic if you can keep it.
I think we failed.
Yeah.
I don't think we kept it. I don't think this country is where it should be, where our founders.
I've argued with people before because I'm like, we're not a democracy, and they're like, what are we? Oh, we're a republic. Well, a republic is a democracy. No, it ain't. No, it's not.
Guys, we've gotten up.
Woo! Again?
Yes.
Gotten off.
We've gotten off.
Maybe you've gotten off, but
yeah, Joe, it's been many moons.
Yeah.
But our country is, and they brainwashed us because it's he's a threat to our democracy. It's a threat to our democracy. It's a constitutional
democracy over and 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 over, and then that sinks into your head.
I believe
people think it
Hitler
is.
said that was the best way to.
Oh, yeah. No, that was Joseph Goebbels. It was Hitler's minister.
Goebbels?
He was prime minister. No, his
propaganda.
Minister of propaganda. Yeah.
Yep.
And they said, tell him a lie, make it big enough, and repeat it over and over and over and over and over, and everybody will believe it. And that's what they do.
So it's a republic if we can keep it. Do you think we've kept it?
It's gone.
It is gone.
We gotta bring it back.
And you can't vote it back in.
In a republic, the people are sovereign, not the government. And in Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution, it says, the United States shall guarantee every state of this union a republican form of government.
What Joe's trying to say in that old-fashioned speak is they're supposed to be protecting you and not themselves. They're supposed to leave you alone and let you live your life.
And I don't think they're so much protecting themselves. They're protecting their employers.
And we'll get into that next time. Who's employing the people in charge, which are supposed to be servants to us? But anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much. Do something for us. Subscribe. If your friends ain't subscribed, tell them to subscribe. What are they waiting on? Hit that like button.
Yeah, what he said.
We'll come get you. Just playing.
All right.
We're not much of a threat. We're two old men. At least he's old. I just got dementia. Thank you, Joe. Later on, guys. Bye-bye.